So the Aggañña Sutta is often translated as the knowledge of beginning. Whether is there such a thing called beginning, we must understand that there's no beginning in anything, because everything is a circle. When you see a circle, where's the beginning of the circle? Today is yesterday's tomorrow. Today is tomorrow's yesterday. Correct? So where is the today and where is the tomorrow and where is the yesterday? Today can be tomorrow. Today can be yesterday also. Isn't it? So where is the actual today? Where is the actual tomorrow? Is there a beginning? In the beginning, the earth was created. Human beings was created. But then it will come to an end. Hari Kiamat. And then everybody will perish. Everybody will die. And then you cease. So it's either you do good, then you go to heaven. You do bad, you go to hell. That is your only chance to prove yourself in this life. And you are put here to test. In the Buddhism, no. In the Buddha's teaching, in Dhamma, the law of nature, no. There is no such thing called beginning. So because there is no beginning, our end of the world, then we say, well, never mind. I'll continue in the next world. I'll try again. That's why we always have a sense of hope. Because we have a sense of hope that this is not the end, we still have a chance to redeem ourselves. That gives us the drive to persevere and go forth. The discourse on the origin of the world is part of the Dikha Nikaya, and it presents a mythological account of the evolution of the world. I explained to you Charles Darwin theory, the missing link. Where is the missing link? The missing link is that an ape cannot be intelligent as a human being. But then we say that there were devas. There were a combination. And later on you will find that there was actually intelligent beings earlier in our civilization. And how they came to actually promote and share the intelligence together with the origins of this earth. But where does these intelligent beings come from? From another world system. And we call them alien from outer space. E.T. Remember the Mangala Sutta? The Mangala Sutta started with, thus have I heard that on this occasion in the Jetavana Grove, a Deva appeared before the Buddha. And by his presence, illuminated the whole Jetavana Grove. How shining is the Deva? A Deva from the Deva realms, shining. Now, if this story was brought today, then we say alien from outer space have landed. Intelligent beings. Why? Because they live very long. We have a lifespan which is actually a fraction of their lifespan. One day in heaven is equivalent to 100 years on earth. So there's this two old person who talk to each other and says, hey, heaven is so nice. Whoever go first must come back and tell. Promise, Promise. So they promise each other, and then one of them really died. True enough, he was born in the heaven. One day, heaven, semua pun, mau pun ada. Just think of it, boom, it appears. You want what type of food? Boom, it appears. Because it's all in the mind. So he was enjoying for 2 days. On the third day, I forgot to tell my friend. He came down. 200 years already. This poor man also died. He also went somewhere else already. One day in heaven is equivalent to 100 years on earth. The relativity of time. Time is relative. It depends on what conditions are you at. So in other words, when you do astral traveling, hell. Hell is also a very long existence. And if you look at the chart of the samsara, you will see how many years, how many years, how many years, how many years. Ghosts or petas, they also have lifespan, but their lifespan can be very short. Like a mosquito, how long can live? 2 weeks, 14 days? Housefly, earthworm. Different beings have different lifespan. So what happened is, their lifespan could be very short. So our relative just passed away. But we do not know where he's born. But we want to transfer merits. So which is the best day to transfer merits? Because petas have lifespan of 7 days, 14 days, 21 days, 28 days, 35 days, 42 days, 49 days. And that's why we have the Tao Chat, Yi Chat, Sam Chat, Sei Chat. Have you experienced that? 7 days, then you do a service. You do a memorial service in memory of them, and then what do? You transfer merits. They could be born in the Peta realm, and that lifespan could be 7 days. And because they are about to take rebirth, because they are going to pass on, that's why as humans, as relatives, as next of kin, we say, if he happens to take rebirth on the 7th day, I will do merits to help them promote their birth in the higher realms. And then in another realm, until 49 days. And then after that, 100 days. 100 And after that, annually lah. 冇時間了啦。轉呢支幣啦。On their death anniversary. 做期啊。Then only you go and do merits and transfer to them. Hopefully they will receive it. And it's like the story of Mo Lian Jiu Mu, how Mo Lian saved the mother from hell. Alright, so all these stories will gel in with all this understanding. And the only way to save the mother from hell is not by pulling them, by dragging them out of hell, but by making them rejoice in the karmas, in the merits that was generated and transferred to them. What do you mean by transfer of merits? It's different from sharing of merits. Correct or not? Transfer means you actually transfer that merits when they are not able to participate. Sharing of merits means we invite them to come and participate and then share merits. Somebody asked me this question. My mother is in Penang. Do I transfer or do I share? I said, no, you share. Whenever you do anything, you tell him, Mom, I'm doing it for you. This is the dana that is being prepared for you. So therefore, since you are not around, I'm actually doing and praying on behalf. Transfer is different. They are now born in another realm. Contactable or not contactable, we don't know. Some can be contacted. Some cannot find. No address. If you send, return to sender. Courier service also hantar balik. So eventually we have to transfer by sharing merits through the mind. What do you do when you transfer merits? After doing a good dana, you must rejoice. You must rejoice. You cannot say, oh, I've done some good things, may my next of kin who was born in the, what they call other worlds, may he also rejoice. No. You must visualize them. See them in your mind. Let's say, for example, your grandmother who has passed away. See them in your mind and visualize them. Because you visualize them, they are born in a realm where their mind is very sensitive. Why? Because they have less of the 5 sense door to disturb them. The 6th sense becomes very acute. And when you think of them, same frequency. If you are tuned to Chu Papa, they are also tuned to Chu Papa. Same song, isn't it? If that is in your mind, and that is the same frequency as their mind, will they also rejoice in the same rejoicing? Transferred. Sou tao. Sou tao, sao tao. That is the meaning of transfer of marriage. That's why sometimes we maybe do something good and we pour the water, we must visualize our departed relative. And there's another one, we call it, when you transfer marriage sometimes, even among the live ones, people who are alive, but they may be not well. Then you don't transfer in that manner, but you do radiation of metta. Same thing also, using your mind. Think of them. And then eventually, may he be well and happy. May he recover. May he be free from his disease and pain. And then he also subtle, because he's also sensitive to what you are transmitting. Our mind has a lot of power. Our mind has a lot of energy. And that talks about energy. Okay? Cyclical in nature. It presents the universe as cyclical rather than having a definitive beginning or end. Okay? No creator God. The process is described as a natural occurrence. Everything is nature. There is nothing supernatural. Everything happens as a result of natural laws. Impermanence. It illustrates the Buddhist concept of anicca, anatta, dukkha on a cosmic scale. And lastly, interconnectedness, which means to say, why I say so, like Karaṇīya Metta Sutta. When we say we are part and parcel of the universe, and this universe is one mass of energy, and we are part of this energy, and because we reflect loving kindness, the molecules within this energy will vibrate in sync. That's why energy travels. Why you can hear me? I'm speaking. My voice box is creating a frequency. And how come it can travel to you? Into your ears and you are able to listen? It's because between us, there is an energy. There is molecules. There is air. And my sound, or my, what you call vibration, will knock and knock and knock. And this one knock, the next one, knock the next one. And then it knock until it comes to your eardrum. And it knocks the eardrum. And then it creates a perception of a sound. And the sound sounds like Aggañña Sutta. The sound sounds like energy, universe. So you see how the interconnectedness that we are in. Which means to say, nature basically tells us that all of us are part of this energy. We get affected by the energy, and we can also contribute to the energy. And that's why the metta is there. And that's why just now I was mentioning about somebody who is ill and who is in the hospital, who is in the ICU. What do? You go to the Bodhi tree and you do your chanting. And you rejoice in the teachings of the Buddha. And then you reflect that metta. May he be well and happy. May he be well and happy. Tak, 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 tak. And that energy can run. And it can reach the hospital. And that hospital, the person inside there will then feel. A true story. There was this uncle who had a heart attack. He was warded in the ICU. And when he was warded in the ICU with all the wires connected to him, he looked out and he saw surrounded is all glass. And he can see the doctors discussing with the relative. And the doctors do like that. 玩完啦，死啦. So, he then, at one moment of time, suddenly feel a sense of elation, a sense of what you call blissfulness, a sense of peacefulness, and a sense of joy. There was a sense of joy. And then, because of that, he says, yes, I will live, I will survive, I will become well again. And true enough, he became well again. When he came back to the temple, he was talking about his experience. And he says that on this particular night, I felt very good. I felt so confident, and I felt that the atmosphere was so pleasant and nice. And I think I will survive. And it matches with the time all his relatives were in the temple doing, chanting and radiating metta to him. That vibrations and frequencies reaches over the length, and that's why we say mental transmission. You can transmit your mental powers from this place to that place, and that's how people communicate especially the spies. You know, in Russia, they train a group of people to be able to read the minds of others and to be able to transmit messages without even communicating, because if you communicate, people can pick it up. They are experimenting, but they are already successful. But the best mental transmission is between a pair of lovers. They look at each other in the eyes and they know what to do already. They have the same idea already. No need to Kong, 不用讲. This is what mental transmission is all about. So, but why is this happening? It's because the whole world of energies is all interconnected. We are all connected to each other. And if you enter into a room, and you could be very excited outside, quarreling with someone, but the moment you enter in this room, what I do is I play a very soft music in this room, very pleasant, and everybody was very positive. The moment you step in, you feel it. Is it because the energy around here? And you get synced with the energy. You synchronize with it. So this is what we call it, when the Karaṇīya Metta Sutta was, actually when you wish everybody well, may all beings be well and happy, may all beings be well and happy. This is how it happens.